This is Ben.
This is Ava.
From England, and you are listening to the ResortLoop podcast. Bing bong! Quentas. Bing bong!
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. If you are traveling to Epcot, please remain on board. You'll need to change monorails just 2 stops away at the Transportation and Ticket Center.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. This is ResortLoop.com. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
And Bob, this is an exciting show.
This is it.
It's the end.
It's the end?
I know, that's not quite so final. It is. Tell us what it is, Bob. This was your idea. I love this.
It's our end of Summer Extravaganza.
Ta-da!
The Free for All Friday. We just threw it out there. Wanted to just hear from you guys. So
we want to hear how your summer went.
And right.
Your hits, your misses.
Any Disney related and some not so Disney related, things we got. But how about that Ben and Ava, huh?
Oh, they are adorable.
Oh my gosh. And Ben giving his best shot at Spanish at the end. That was very nice.
That is very cool.
So
if there's any Spanish we know, Bob, it's those words.
Exactly. And all I got to say is thank you, Ben and Ava, and bing bong.
Right back at you.
Well, let's just jump right into this thing and start with Ben and Ava's mom.
Yes.
Vicki Wells, who started us right out of the gate with, she went back to the Disney Chicago talking about parasailing on one of our past shows. She said, I've also done the parasailing, and it is indeed wonderful. You can totally see all of the major landmarks around Disney property. It was bought for her as an anniversary present and was told about it 20 minutes before she actually did it. Because there would be no way that she would have booked it herself or probably done it had she had time to think about it.
Right.
She said, so the surprise was the only thing that got me up there. I'd really recommend it to anyone. It is really expensive, but worth every penny. So there you go.
That seems to be the consensus. People are loving the parasailing at Disney.
Yeah, I think my son's going to want to do that the next time we go down. So.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. Krista Holmgren. Bob, you know her as Browns fan 317 on
Sure do.
The Twitter.
Go Browns.
Woo!
We got Johnny Finger now. I mean football.
What? Oh.
Johnny What?
What? Oh. And he's popular with his digits. That's all we're going to say. But she goes, hi guys, my sister and I are going on our first adult-only trip to Disney on October for the Tower of Terror 10-miler.
Wow.
Well, assuming that we survive running 10 miles, I'm sure she'll do fine. Me, not so much. But we wanted to try a couple of table restaurants that we normally would not eat at because they were not worth wasting a dining credit because they're not going to be on the dining plan. She said, for example, we're going to be trying the Kona Cafe for breakfast because that'll only be about $15 a person. They'd love to see what other recommendations the Super Looper have for table service that are not worth using a dining credit. Hope that makes sense. And then she goes on, she says, thanks guys for the great podcast. Well, thank you, Krista.
Thank you. Yeah, Kona Cafe, you can't beat that for breakfast. Oh,
that's a solid there.
Toast. Yeah. You got the Kona coffee, you got the Tonga toast. Where else you thinking, Tim? Where can she go that's really worth it, but not going to break the bank?
I'm surprised you didn't come up with yours. Your favorite.
Wow, absolutely.
A little out of the way. But not bad. The Trail's End.
I love Trail's End. And it is so good.
And reasonable.
It is reasonable. It really is. And just so, see, now I'm hungry.
I know. Chris, if you've not been there, you got to try the Trail's End.
Trail's End's a great one. And really, any of the, we just talked about this, the quick service restaurants are really good. we talked about Mara. You and I both love Mara over at the Animal Kingdom.
Oh, we do. But she wants table restaurants.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's see.
What do you think, Tim? What about California Grill? Should she break the bank and go California Grill?
Because that would be wasn't that a dual credit?
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a huge one. Although you can't beat the view.
Yeah.
You cannot beat the view.
Right. Well, loopers out there, send in your recommendations for Krista, and we'll get that on the show.
Yeah, we'll mention that on a future show. Krista, hang in there. We're going to come out with the information for you. But offhand, I'm thinking Trail's End.
Yeah, those are two good ones. Kona Cafe and Trail's End. You can't beat them. I love it.
Oh, I think this is table service, beaches and cream.
Oh, my gosh. Absolutely.
Short walk from Epcot. Do that. That's another good one.
Absolutely. And it's, again, reasonable. For Disney.
Mm-hmm.
It's all relative in Disney terms.
Exactly.
All right. Well, moving on. Michael Black. Good. I think that's... that's
Christina's husband.
Christina's husband.
Yes. Hey, Christina.
Okay. I got confused there for a second. He says, on behalf of Hero Hayes and himself, going back to our top 5 counter service restaurants, we did fail to mention his top 5. So his top 5 were Port Orleans French Quarter, Flame Tree Barbecue, Columbia Harbor House, Art of Animation, and Earl of Sandwich. And Michael also goes on to say they're very excited because they're going to enjoy the Eat to the Beat concerts.
Oh, yeah. Good lineup this year.
Epcot.
Good lineup.
Yeah. The list is phenomenal, and they've got some new acts coming this year. Jody Messina, Fuel, Los Lonely Boys, who I love Los Lonely Boys, and then some of the acts that have been there many, many times. Air Supply, Starship.
Well, if you're a child of the
Ray.
80s, they have plenty of music there for you. And some of the 90s. Some of the early 90s are there, too. It's nice.
Boys to Men.
Oh,
You going for that?
I might. I'm going to go there on bended knee. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the first one I could think of. Go through Motown Philly. No, it's a great lineup this year.
See what I put up with.
Oh, come on.
See what I put up with.
Michael Black, he has a little soft spot in his heart for the Port Orleans French Quarter.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Yes, he does. He's a good guy, and really, we got to send out a special shout-out thank you to Michael.
Yes.
He put out a fantastic article on us, very nice, in the passporttotheparks.com website. Click on the tips and stories, and Theme Park Local is his articles. Great articles.
Yeah, it's a beautiful site, too. Very well put together.
Yeah. He's got some great little articles there. The Evening Stroll at Disney's All-Star Movies. Something me and my family absolutely love to do. Just take a walk through the resorts. So, Michael, thank you for that. We really appreciate that. That was very nice of you. Unexpected. Completely unexpected.
Yes.
All right, time to move on.
Moving on. Jen Steed.
What? No, I'm interrupting you. You can read Oh Sheila. I've got to interrupt.
All right.
Jen Steed. She posted a picture on our Facebook page.
Yes, she did.
She got her pin.
What kind of pin is that?
This is going to tie into the last thing we talked about. The highly coveted.
Nice.
ResortLoop.com.
He can be taught.
She got her pin for being one of the 3 runners up in our contest this last time, our giveaway. She got her pin, and then she also had 2 figurines that I, of course, thought were me and you.
Like voodoo dolls?
Yes. Then I realized it was actually Donald Duck, but it was the angel Donald on one side and the devil Donald on the other side, to which, of course, I said, I'm on the left, which was the angel Donald, and you, Resort Loop Tim, on the right.
Mm-hmm. So, I see you working it.
Hey, if I'm the first one to see it,
That's
I get
true.
to make the comments.
Absolutely.
There you go.
We'll move on to Sheila Ginsburg. Oh, Sheila.
Oh,
She missed this poll, but she agrees with the results. There are so many choices now, much better than years ago. She goes on to say now that she's gluten-free, she is so appreciative of how helpful they are about that and how easy they make following a special diet. She loves being able to look up the menus on the smartphone now, because most often where she eats is based on where she is in the parks. That makes sense. I will go out of the way for certain things. She likes the orange swirl at Sunshine Terrace and the Indian food in Amandapore's or Yak and Yeti counter service in the Animal Kingdom.
ooh,
Very cool.
That's pretty cool that they have gluten-free.
Yes.
The Indian food. We're going to tie into that. One of our other listeners wrote in about the whole gluten-free
Yes.
at Disney.
But Sheila, thank you. And she goes on to say thank you for the great podcast as well.
Well, thank you for participating.
Yeah, she's so sweet.
Sheila.
Oh, Sheila.
You know, she sent us a show open, remember?
Yes,
We need more of those.
we do. From everybody.
We love the show opens. And don't forget, you can use that the listener line for the looper line, I should say, for sending us a voicemail.
Area code 414
WDW,
Loop.
and we'll put you on the show.
That's it.
Whatever you want to do, a little trip report, whatever.
Yeah, or just email it to us. Either way,
Put it right there.
we'll get it.
Right. Frederick Pagliarulo.
Freddie
How about
P.
that?
Freddie P.
I've been practicing.
You have
Frederick.
been. I could tell. You didn't give him any extra syllables this time, I don't think.
He just said, I need to think about this. That was all he had.
That's it.
I had to put it out there.
Oh, that's awesome.
There you go.
Beth Ann Eredo says she's going to Night of Joy next weekend and excited to experience that.
That's another great event
I would love to see that.
put on by Disney. Yeah, it's as they have on their website, experience a Christian music festival with performances by superstars in rock, pop, and gospel.
They are not
it's
kidding. Those names
What's
are
that?
those names are huge.
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
If you're into the Christian music scene, they got some of the best ones there.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Top names. These aren't B or C tiers. These are A tier acts.
Right. So I would love to see that as well. One of these days, I got to get down there for some of these events. I don't get an opportunity, as you know, with our work schedules and
right.
vacation picks. It's kind of tough to do that. But,
Kind of limiting for us, but I love to hear other
yeah.
people's reports, though.
Right. Moving on to Peyton Turner. Love the episode. I know you guys were talking about relaxing in the parks because apparently we're old. We got called out on that. We talked about that.
We did.
From Krista. Peyton says, but I feel that the boat ride from Epcot by the boardwalk to the studios should at least get honorable mention.
Oh, that's
Nothing
a good call.
beats that slow, breezy ride.
Good call.
Yeah, that is very relaxing. It really is. So thank you, Peyton.
Excellent. Oh, we got another one here from Jen Steed real quick.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, that's okay. She was running a little behind on our episodes, but she wanted to throw out there because, we had somebody ask us on the show about K-Cups with Joffrey's.
Yes.
So since they don't offer the K-Cups, she goes, they sell the reusable K-Cup filters where you can use whatever coffee you want. Just put it in whatever coffee you prefer. Us, it's Joffrey's coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Are you drinking coffee right now?
I am drinking.
I knew you were. I could tell. The official coffee of ResortLoop.com.
Absolutely.
But she said, so it's possible to use some of the Joffrey's coffee in the reusable thing and use it in the K-Cup machine, the Keurigs.
I got to be honest with you.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna try that.
Uh-huh.
I just hate the idea of it not. I don't know. It may be just as good.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have Joffrey's coffee and it's so good,
Yes.
I don't want to waste it. It's like black gold.
It is. Even the French press, I'm weary about even making coffee not in the French press anymore.
Right.
I quickly,
But try it. it may actually work.
I think it very well, especially in the pinch.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we can't always take the French press to work, although I'll be honest, Bob, I've taken it a couple days this week.
and I appreciate that.
I know you did.
I have been a recipient of much of that French pressed coffee. It's
I've given up even worrying about people looking at me strange, like, what are you doing? Because once they smell what's going on, they're like, oh, hey,
wait a minute.
Any more cups there? It looks pretty good.
Yeah, we have had that happen.
Yeah.
What do we do? Can I have some of that? Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. So, all right. Well, I'm going to have to try it. I'll have to give up a few tablespoons of my Joffrey's to give that a shot. So, all right. Good pal of the show, Susan Brass, the winner, coveted pin. Highly coveted.
Thank you.
Pin.
I was about to correct you.
And apparently lowly mug. She wrote into us and says, here we go. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Got to take the good with the bad.
Well, absolutely.
So she says, okay, I'm going to start off saying that I do love Disney. The feeling that you get when you're there, the rides, the grounds, the fireworks. But I have been becoming a little irked lately, she says. I always defend Disney when it comes to people complaining about the cost. Granted, we are just two people, not a family of 4 or 5, so we can keep our costs relatively low. On our upcoming trip, 11 days, 9 days when this hits the air, we are doing the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yes.
She actually wrote that all out.
I know, with the abbreviation, but that was for me. So
for you.
Sometimes I have trouble converting in my head really quick.
For the first time, this was costly in itself. Now, they're promoting the Villains Soiree in Cinderella's Castle for $99 per person. I feel this is an outrageous cost for a dessert party, especially when you also need to pay for admission to the Halloween party. I know, Susan goes on to say, I know it can be said that you don't have to go to it if it's too much, but it makes people who already spent the extra feel they are missing out on something. At least make it a more affordable option. I feel they keep raising their prices and adding all these hard ticket events, but keep taking away from the regular experience. I remember when they had the resort exclusive drink mugs. Now they're all the same throughout the property. They keep them exactly the same until they had the RFID chip put in them. Then they changed the colors and designs, although still the same throughout the resorts. In the past year, they changed the Pepper Market to be just like all the other quick service restaurants on property. You're no longer seated by a hostess, and there are no servers to bring you drinks. I enjoyed getting to know those cast members during our stay. Last September, we had 2 exceptional servers that really made eating there special for us. I'm sure this was done to cut down on the overhead involved, but it took that personal experience and uniqueness away. We don't generally go to every year or even every other year, but as of late, we have had the opportunity. We went in 2012 with mother-in-law. We went again last year with my 40th birthday, or for her 40th birthday. Then we received a PIN code, not a highly coveted PIN code.
Nice.
And booked for this September. This year, we got the same commemorative luggage tags as last year. I've saved all of these from every trip that we've taken, and they were all different. These may be small things, but they certainly add up. I have heard lots of reviews about the last Villains Unleashed event at Hollywood Studios, another costly hard ticket event that was majorly oversold.
Yes.
There were 3-hour waits to meet the villains and not much else to do. Obviously, people were willing to pay the extra, but at least make it worth it for them. Remember, Disney is based on the guest experience. Sorry about my lengthy glass half-empty email, but it is something that has been bothering me lately. I still love Disney and know it takes a lot to do what they do there, but keep in mind that it is also the little things that keep people feeling Disney is the better of the Orlando area parks. So that's from Susan Brass, and I don't disagree with her.
I know.
The whole Resort Loop or Resort Mugs has always bothered me that they're all the same. Because I have mugs from Coronado Springs, and I have a mug from the Wilderness Lodge, and that made it kind of worth going to different resorts. Just a little something extra, because you'd get your refill mug, and it was different. Now not so much, and $99 a person.
That's
for
a
another,
lot.
Yeah.
Now, I know that's in the castle, so that's part of the appeal and let's just say at the price.
Right. But now you've got to look at, they are truly excluding people. Because if a family of 4 is going to go, let's say, you and your wife have 2 young daughters that would just love to go in Cinderella's castle and participate in this, or sons, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking just for that $400.
Right.
Then you're talking $400 to get into the park.
Yes.
You're spent. I don't know what is worth $800 a day.
It's not even a whole day. It's just the evening.
It's just the evening. Yeah. I mean, that is an awful lot of money. To me, they should make it what it is. It is a singles only party, because I can't imagine too many families that can afford $800 for a day.
Right.
At really anywhere. I mean, that is an entire budget for a family of 4's week-long vacation.
Maybe they're not even aiming for the family demographic. Maybe they're going for like singles and couples.
That's what I'm thinking.
I know in the past couple years, Disney has really been pushing or offering more of these premium and exclusive events.
Right.
But for this one, it seems like they're having an exclusive event and then the separate premium activity.
Right.
And then I don't know. Apparently there's plenty of people that don't mind paying for it.
Yeah, I mean, people are paying for it. It was a sellout for the Villains Unleashed. So I don't know. I worry that as Susan said, that we're going to lose some of that Disney experience, because it's I don't know. It's just becoming a little bit too expensive for the average family to do some of these things.
Every hard ticket in the Magic Kingdom, and then they close the park earlier.
There's that too.
So you need to get out, and you can go to another park. But let's face it, outside the Magic Kingdom, I mean, Epcot's nice, but after that,
right?
The Magic Kingdom is usually where you want to be.
And keep in mind, you can only go to another park if you've got park hoppers.
Yes.
So if you've only purchased the ticket for that day. Which again is even more reason to really, when you're planning your trip, you need to look and see, when is this park going to be open? How long is it going to be open? What is going on down there? What rides are going to be closed? Because the last thing you want to do is show up and go, wait a minute, we got to get out at 7:00.
Yes, check the day of too in case something's changed.
Absolutely.
Just because it was that way, 2 months ago when you last checked, make sure before you even get in the park that they're still open.
Right.
Past 7, there's not another hard ticket event going on. Oh,
absolutely. All right, let's
move on.
Put some more Joffrey's coffee in this cup and make it half full.
Let's do it. Monica Pinto, she says she just wanted to respond to the question we posted to the Loopers on Facebook about what we wanted to say about Walt Disney World. She wanted to say that one of the reasons she thinks Walt Disney World is one of the best vacation destinations is that they truly try to accommodate their guests in any way necessary. It truly hit home for her in August of last year on her last trip. Just 3 days prior to the trip, her doctor put her on a gluten and dairy-free diet, and she was bummed. Man, that would be right before vacation, and you got it. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Because that had to be a little overwhelming at the time.
Yeah.
But she said, however, Disney really taught her about the gluten and dairy-free diet. The chefs there really took their time to educate her about what the food she could eat. They prepared special dishes. They taught her about cross-contamination, which was something she didn't know anything about. Well, me either.
Wow, yeah, I didn't realize that.
And then she went on to say the chefs at Coronado Springs where they stayed were excellent, as were the chefs at Mama Melrose's and at Akershus, where they actually brought out the names of some food manufacturers who made some of the gluten-free substitutes they were giving her. Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool.
They really made her feel so much better than she initially felt when she first got there. The only downside is that it would be great if Walt Disney World was more uniform in what they offer people with special diets. She said, for example, at her own resort, she couldn't get a dessert that wasn't fruit at the counter service restaurant, which was the Pepper Market. But she was then given a delicious gluten-free dairy dessert at the Maya Grill, which is their sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, right next door.
Exactly. The only other place she was able to get a great dessert was at Mama Melrose. It'd just be awesome if there was more of the same choices at more of the restaurants. She will say that she's been on other vacations since, but not one place has catered to her like Disney has. She's left on her own with her gluten-free issues to pick whatever is available on the menu, if anything. With Disney, that hasn't happened. They will make sure I have options. And that's very important. And she goes on to say, have a wonderful day. I've heard that Disney is fantastic with special dietary restrictions and needs.
Absolutely. And I was just going to say that, and you know this because you've actually talked to chefs at Disney.
Yes.
I think if there are no better chefs on the face of the planet than the chefs at Disney, because they do exactly as she said. Mm-hmm. They will come out. They will talk to you about your meal. They'll ask you if you have any allergies, anything that you need, special food-wise, anything like that. They are probably the best chefs, I think, on the face of the planet. I truly believe that.
They truly understand the customer because like it's not the sous chef that comes out. It's actually the head chef.
Right.
That we've always dealt with. And we've only done it a couple times, and we were shocked that it was the head chef each time.
Right. And that whole gluten-free thing, it's becoming so important to so many people that Disney, they really jumped on that quick and started to prepare gluten-free meals for their guests.
Because you also have to come up with those things that kids will eat also, not just adults, being on the gluten-free.
Right. Yeah, it's a little easier for an adult to make a choice than a kid. Absolutely. Yeah. So I agree. I think it's they are fantastic. And again, it's that Disney experience, as we've talked about before. That's what makes you go back, because you're going to have a fantastic experience. You don't have to guess. You go to the beach. And nothing wrong with going to the beach, but you go to the beach and you got all these restaurants to choose from. You pick the one where the chef comes out and goes, I don't care what you want. This is what we got.
That's our menu board. Pick something.
Right. Or it doesn't come out at all because they're too busy back in the back.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Disney definitely has taken the time to help folks when it comes to their dining. So
yeah, it's one of those things you pay a little bit more, but it's just, some of the things are just a great value. You know, you get what you pay for.
I agree 100%.
Nice.
All right, let's talk with Cliff Barnes, who goes by @Ohio Cliff Barnes.
Yes.
On the Twitter, says, we just got this. Yeah, you had talked to him about this. Guys, I just received an email from Disney offering test Be Our Guest lunch ADRs.
Mm-hmm.
And order using my Disney Experience app. Then through FastPass line. Pretty sure I'm going to take advantage of it. Couldn't get an ADR for this for dinner this trip. He's only got probably 21 days to go.
Right
now, but that's interesting.
Yeah, say he's going to do it. I hope he'll let us know how that goes.
Yeah. So they're going to do ADRs for Be Our Guest lunch, which is quick service. I thought
it is. So. Yeah.
That's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out.
I would
love to do that.
It's interesting ordering. I don't know if you order the day of, you order now.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to let us know how that works, because what I want now might be different than 21 days when I'm actually there.
Right.
I'm very fickle, Bob. I don't know if you knew that or not.
You?
I know. It depends.
Not you.
Oh, I know. Loopers to Disney and Beyond on Twitter as the Travelers943 wants to know, where's the picture of Resort Loop Tim in the sombrero that we mentioned on the previous show?
Yeah, okay.
What'd you do with that picture? What'd you do with it?
I'm hanging on to it.
Oh, man.
We're going to see how the next Rewind Refurb
Exactly.
show goes. All right, then. Good pal of the show, Safari Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Jumbo, everyone. He gave us a quick tip that the parking at the Polynesian was no problem a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
So we had talked about that there might be a problem with the parking.
Yeah, getting in. Maybe they won't let you in.
At the Poly. Yeah. So
You'll have to let us know if they just let him in or they scanned his band.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's what they did for us at the beach club. So they scanned it. They're like, come on in.
Yeah, well, you guys look like trouble.
We do. We're in that minivan. Hey, Bob, before we get on to our last one, I have a little something I need to bring up.
Uh-oh.
It's a...
Wait, this is not in the script.
It's not in the script, but I figured it's our Free-for-All Friday, end of summer extravaganza.
All right.
Now, I've noted this for years at Disney, and it's starting to irk me.
Uh-oh.
The first time it happened, I don't ask me exact years, I'm not really sure. It's at the Carousel of Progress, one of my favorite attractions.
Yes.
So you walk into the theater, you sit down, you see that sign in the middle?
Yes.
It says Disney's Carousel of Progress.
Yes.
For years, the apostrophe has been missing on the word Disney's. Years. There's a space for it. It's kerned correctly, so there should be an apostrophe. In the last trip, it still wasn't there. How can you not have the apostrophe in Disney's in the Carousel of Progress and have it not be corrected for years?
That was before spell check.
I can't be the only one that's noticed this. We need to save the apostrophe. Bring back the apostrophe in Disney's. Let's be grammatically correct.
They did not have spell check back at the World's Fair back then.
Ugh. I took a picture. Every time I've gone there that I've noticed this, the past 3 trips. I remember there was like 2 or 3 years between my last trip. Has anybody else noticed this missing apostrophe? It's got to be laying on the floor right there or something.
Really?
Yes.
This is what you want to talk about?
This is why I want to talk. How can you not have the apostrophe in the word Disney's? I looked it up last night on Google Images, and there's still no apostrophe. Can we have the apostrophe?
No.
We need to come up with like a creative hashtag for this.
Save the apostrophe.
I mean, it's not quite like a broken Yeti. It's not that big.
Yeah.
But it could be correct. It's only the word Disney in the correct possessive. Let's just fix it.
I wonder how much that would cost.
I was willing to go up there with a Sharpie.
I am a stockholder. I don't want to.
Can you talk to someone?
I don't want to spend money on an apostrophe. Nobody cares about the apostrophe but you.
We need save the apostrophe. Bring back the apostrophe. I
am not spending money on that. As a stockholder, I refuse to spend money on your apostrophe. It has been fine for decades.
Apparently.
Let it go, Tim.
You can't tell me there's not one person up in Disney that has sat through that ride in front of that big sign and said, you know what?
Hey, we're missing our apostrophe.
There should be an apostrophe there. Michael Eisner would have called out the apostrophe people.
Yeah, he's not there anymore.
I know.
Maybe that's how that all happened. Maybe that's how it all started. Maybe
anyway,
he wanted to.
I know.
And Roy said, look.
Listen.
My uncle wrote that sign. We're not changing.
I can guarantee he would have put the apostrophe in.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I got. I just know. I had to throw that out there. I had to vent. I was going through my pictures last night, and I was like, oh, yeah. I got to bring this up.
Truly, this could be the episode that just made us jump the shark.
You think so? The missing apostrophe?
The missing apostrophe. Everybody's going, they're insane.
No, there's teachers out there that I'm sure that has to drive nuts.
You're spending all that money down there.
I want my apostrophe.
You would think that they would put in an apostrophe just for you.
Exactly.
The millions that you have sent. Your poor kids can't go to college. Because you have spent their college funds at Disney.
I guess.
And no apostrophe.
Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry. But we have one more. This is just fantastic.
We do have one more. And a good pal of the show, Richard Payne, decided that because we tend to say some of the same things over again, apparently.
What?
I don't get it. I absolutely don't understand that.
I have no idea.
He will not receive a coveted, highly coveted ResortLoop.com pin.
Absolutely.
He decided, because we say a lot of the same things over and over again.
Which shocks me because we're not scripted. I don't know if you picked that up.
No. Even though it's time for us to mention Joffrey's Coffee, the official coffee of the ResortLoop.com.
Here, 1 second. I'm going to take my drink.
There you go. He decided that there should be a drinking game. So all you kids go outside and play.
That's right.
While us adults talk. Apparently there should be a drinking game.
Yes, he put that on Twitter, and I said, we need written rules. So we know what we're getting into.
So you encouraged him.
I think he was doing it anyway. I was more of an enabler.
So the title of this is the Resort Loop Podcast Drinking Game.
All right.
The required items is the most recent Resort Loop podcast episode preferred, but any will do.
Okay, we can get that.
We can do that. Your drink of choice.
Okay.
All right. It should be probably an alcoholic drink, I would guess.
Yeah, well, probably for the true spirit of the game, I guess that's where he's going.
Yeah, that's what, yeah, exactly. Okay, so here, let's get this started.
All right.
You have to take a sip of your drink for the amount of time listed for each item. And he lists the items. We will put this on our website.
Oh, my goodness. Now we're really enabling.
Please know that we do not condone excessive alcohol consumption.
Right.
Counting speed is up to you and apparently your group, but don't be a baby looper. This is an adult game.
Oh, okay.
All right. This is when we have to drink.
Okay, I'm ready.
Anytime you reference me being cheap,
yes,
you have to drink for a 3 count.
Bob being cheap. Okay, that's 1.
All right. References to a Resort Loop fountain drink for a count of 3.
Oh, the Resort Loop fountain. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Out front.
The one
out
out
back.
front.
Is it out front or out back?
It's out front. The driveway goes right around it. You've been there.
I know, but the place is so big.
Well, we got the small one in back, but I think he means the big one.
All right. The Resort Loop fountain. Drink for a 3 count. You or I say absolutely is a 3 count.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Anytime you hear the monorail audible tones, 3 count drink.
Oh.
Any reference to Ohana, we drink for 3. If I pretend I'm not aware of Ohana, you have to finish your drink.
Oh.
What is Ohana? All I know is it means family. Is there something at Disney that I want everybody drinking?
That's right. I always say it means meat, but that's something else.
Well, that's true. Hey, that's got to go in here. Richard, you got to throw in there. Ohana means meat. When I say, or actually you say, highly coveted pin. That's a 5 count drink.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's tough to get you to say that.
I'm not saying that. Now, this isn't fair.
What's that?
Because our listeners won't be able to finish the show. Anytime you buzz me, it's a 5 count drink. Don't listen to the rewind shows. My goodness. Nice.
Oh, I will try sneaking it.
This is a big one.
Okay.
And this one probably should be fewer counts because I do this quite often. Anytime I have to give a disclaimer over something you say.
What could I possibly say?
I am not affiliated with this man.
Oh. What have I ever said?
I don't know. The women's movement has been pushed back decades because of you. Don't start that buzzer again.
Sorry.
If you forget the show number,
Oh, yeah.
They got to finish their drink.
We usually do that before the show, though.
Right.
However.
So those are when you have to drink. Now, how you win, he says, everyone wins.
Okay.
But if you pass out before the episode is over, your friends and family are allowed and encouraged to submit pictures to us for their use.
Oh, nice.
Which may be when the sombrero picture comes out.
Oh, no one needs to see the sombrero. That is awesome.
Hey, they got to see me in a Speedo.
Well, that's true.
I think they can see you in a sombrero.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, my goodness. Richard, that is awesome.
That is awesome. We will get those rules printed up and put on our website, Facebook page, and everywhere else. So that was a lot of fun. And Tim,
yes,
that is all I got.
That concludes our Free for All Friday End of Summer Extravaganza 2014.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Everybody go barbecue now.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my goodness! Thank you everyone for listening. Do we want to end the show now? Did you say that's all you got?
That's all I got.
What show number is this?
I think that.
Oh Lord.
Tim.
Sorry.
Tim.
Yes.
The listeners are supposed to be the ones drinking, not us.
Oh.
We'll never get through a show.
Oh, that's true. Oh my goodness. Oh. Anyway, everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Resort Loop Tim. You can find me on Twitter at that hashtag. I'm out.
See you, everybody. Oh my!
I don't like that one.
Ooh, that's like I'm getting an electric shock. What is that?
That's the one I like right there.